Minister William, represented our Principal Secretary, State Department of Energy, Mr. Alex Washira, our Chairman, Engineer Ezra Odondi. Now that Bassett has said we disclose all the names, Odondi Odhiambo, the DPP, Honorable Renson Ingonga, members of the board, CEOs present, boards and directors of other boards present, NuPEA staff, distinguished ladies. It gives me great pleasure to extend to you all, on behalf of Nuclear Power and Energy Agency, our greatest appreciation for joining us this early morning. Very much in line with the excellent report that we have been receiving from all our stakeholders, I am honored to recognize the presence in absentia of our CS, who was actually supposed to be with us until a last minute appointment, but ably represented by our PS, Mr. Alex Washira, for gracing this occasion cognizant of their various commitments. Ladies and gentlemen, Nuclear Power and Energy Agency plays a key role in the system of gears that is supposed to deliver economic growth through industrialization in our nation. The drive towards the use of nuclear power in Kenya's electricity mix started in the year 2010, when the National Economic and Social Council recommended its use to meet the country's growing energy demands. Nuclear power was identified as a stable baseload source of reliable electricity. Whereas the initial investment costs of building a nuclear power plant are relatively high, the operation and maintenance costs are low. Nuclear power plants have higher availability and capacity factors and are carbon-free and environmentally friendly source of bulk electricity. The economic benefits of nuclear power outweighs the costs, and as we speak, over 438 reactors are in operation all over the world. These reactors provide over 398.8 gigawatts of clean electricity. 58 reactors are in various stages of construction. In Africa, South Africa is the only country utilizing nuclear technology to generate electricity. Our sisters in Egypt are in the process of commissioning their first plant and at a very advanced stage of construction. As some of you will know, there are many other countries in Africa that are also pursuing this journey. Exploiting nuclear power for electricity generation is in line with our country's development agenda, and we are committed to ensure that the program is executed in a timely manner. Ladies and gentlemen, Nuclear Power and Energy Agency has been implementing the 2020-2025 strategic plan that is the subject of the 15-year roadmap towards the development of nuclear energy in the country. The 2020-2025 strategic plan streamlined the execution of NuPEA's mandate as outlined in the Energy Act 2019 and other relevant legal and policy instruments. This necessitated a review of the roadmap to incorporate additional functions. The plan sought to provide strategic direction for the implementation of the agency's activities for the period and to provide an overall framework for efficient allocation and utilization of resources. This strategic plan, 2023-2027, has been developed to provide direction to the agency in alignment with the fourth medium-term development, MTP4, and the Kenya Kwanza bottom-up economic transformation agenda. The formulation and development of the plan underwent an extensive consultative process through engagement of various stakeholders, including the National Treasury, Ministry of Energy and Petroleum, energy sector, semi-autonomous government agencies, development partners, private sector entities, and the general public. The development of the plan included the review of the implementation of the previous strategic plan, environmental scanning, and review of policy documents as guided by the 5th generation strategic plan guidelines and revised guidelines that culminated in the development of the strategic issues. This plan will be used as a tool to organize and quantify the progress of the agency in achievement of its mission, vision, and strategic objectives. The agency will collaborate and partner with stakeholders in executing the planned activities. Internally, the agency will continue to build and equip a cohesive team that will develop and execute the programs that support the goals of the plan. Ladies and gentlemen, successful implementation of this plan will lead to the following 5 key outcomes. 1, progress in the development of the requisite infrastructure for construction, operation, maintenance, and decommissioning of nuclear facilities safely and securely. 2, enhance understanding, social acceptance, and support for the nuclear power and research reactor programs, as well as increase stakeholder support and participation in energy research. 3, develop research infrastructure, enhance human resource capacity in the energy and petroleum sectors, strengthen collaboration with local and international research and academic institutions. 4, enhance coordination and implementation framework of capacity building in the energy and petroleum sectors. And finally, good corporate governance practices, enhance human capital management, and establishment of quality management systems. As an agency, we are committed to go to the greatest lengths possible and to do what is required of us to deliver value to the citizens of this country and ensure that the change which we'll bring will create the right impact, be relevant, and sustainable in the long run. In our roadmap for nuclear power development, we expect to start the bidding process for the first nuclear power plant in the country in 2026 and commence construction in 2027 and commissioning in 2034. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I wish to recognize the various players in the energy industry, some of whom are represented here today, for their continued commitment and efforts to ensure that the agency succeeds in its program. I want to applaud the government of Kenya, led by His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the Ministry of Energy, led by our CS, Mr. Davis Chirchir, and the PS for State Department of Energy, Mr. Alex Wachira, for providing guidance and supporting the activities of the agency. We look forward to further support as the agency commences the implementation of the 2023-2027 strategic plan. Before I welcome the chairman to give his remarks, please allow me to recognize some of the important colleagues that have taken time off their busy schedules to be present. I would like to request, with your permission, Bwana PS, the chairmen from other organizations who are present to just be upstanding. That is Madam Joy Brenda, the chairman of Kenya Power, representing the CEO of Kenya Power, and directors from other organizations. Yes, we have Madam Angela Mulinge, Director KICC, representing the CEO of KICC, and Madam Karen Cherotich, working in the office of the Head of Public Service. Now, may I request the CEOs present? We have the Director General for the Nuclear Regulator, Mr. James Keter. We have the CEO for National Research Fund, Professor Andala. The gentleman you're representing? National? CEO National Cancer Institute. Please say your name. Thank you. We didn't get an opportunity to meet. We have Mr. Peter Njenga, the CEO, Kengen. We have FCS Dr. Rose Mkalama, the CEO, BEREC. We have Madam Margaret Kibogi, the CEO of Kenya Dairy Board. And also, Bwana CS, with your permission, also allow me to recognize the presence of the representative of the VC for Kenyatta University, Dr. Hashim. I also want to request, yes?
Representing VC Chuka University.
Oh, VC Chuka University. Thank you very much.
I'm Dr. Greg, representing KBC Online.
Thank you very much. Any other person? Also at this juncture, Bwana PS, allow me to also introduce my senior management. Please just stand up to be recognized. We have Mr. Bassett Buyuka, Director of Publicity. Madam Dr. Winfred Dubai, Director of Publicity. Strategy and Planning. Director of Strategy and Planning. Engineer Eric Ohaga, Director Nuclear Energy Infrastructure Development. Mr. Peter Ndungu, Director Internal Audit. Karen Oduor, Director Corporate Services. And Mr. Lawrence Siele, Head of ICT. We also have Dr. Anthony Lusuli, who requested to be away because of an urgent personal matter that he actually bereaved. He lost a family member and is attending to that. And also, please be seated. So I want to also request the members of staff for NuPEA just to stand up to be recognized as a whole. Yeah, thank you very much. You may be seated. Before I sit down, Bwana PS, let me express my great appreciation to the staff of NuPEA. They've worked very hard to deliver on this program. And in my discussions with them, they've given a commitment that we are going to work to implement every commitment we put in this document. With those very many remarks, it's my pleasure to now welcome our chairman, Engineer Ezra Odondi Odhiambo, to address you. Thank you very much.